The Morenci Wildcats hosted the Benson Bobcats on Friday for bragging rights between the 2A schools. This highlight video is sponsored by Kempton Chevrolet, your straight-shooting dealer in Safford and Clifton. Visit Kempton Chevrolet and see what they can do for you today. The game started out well for the Wildcats when Dondre Villalobos peeled off a nice run on the first play from scrimmage, but Morenci's Paul Daniel Marino knocks the ball out and Angel Adien scoops it up for the turnover. A few plays later, Brandon Blair keeps the ball and scrambles his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Carlos Bray then followed his blocks around the right side to pay dirt, and Morenci was up early 7-0. After holding on defense, Morenci took to the air on its next possession, but Benson's Diego Nikita stepped in front and snagged the interception for the Bobcats. The Bobcats worked their way down the field by nice runs like this one by Carson Barney, but on 1st and goal from the half-yard line, Talon Palmer couldn't quite make the handoff, and Morenci gathered in the fumble. In the second quarter, Benson switched to a shotgun hurry-up offense, and it paid off as Barney goes straight up the gut and makes one guy miss whoop, and then another whoop, and then another whoop, and goes 30 yards to put Benson on the board. After stopping Morenci on 4th and 5 from its own 45, Palmer hit Dante Harris on a quick slant, and Derek Sains makes the touchdown-saving tackle. On 4th and 6, with mere seconds left in the second quarter, Barney burst through the left side for the TD. Barney made the ensuing 2-point conversion, and the Bobcats took a 14-7 lead into halftime. At Austin's Auto Advantage in Safford, no job is too big or too small. We do it all. From tires and oil changes to all sorts of auto and motorcycle repair, one stop is all you need to take care of your family's vehicle. That's Austin's Auto Advantage in Safford. It was all Benson in the second half as the ball bounced its way from the opening kickoff, which they recovered on Morenci's 27-yard line. 2 plays later, Villalobos follows his blockers around the right side, and nobody's even going to touch him as he races into the end zone to put Benson up 21-7 early in the third quarter. On Morenci's next possession, Blair drops back to pass, but he gets wrapped up by Barney. Now, this probably should have been just a sack, as the ball appears to pop out after Blair is already down. But the officials ruled it a fumble, and Benson took over on Morenci's 25-yard line. The call ended up not mattering, as Benson had a mix-up on the exchange between the center and quarterback, and Omar Ortega gathered in the fumble for Morenci. The Wildcats would turn the ball over back on downs, however, and Palmer took advantage as he dropped one right in Nikitas' breadbasket for a beautiful toss and catch for a 35-yard TD to put Benson up 28-7 still in the third quarter. After a Morenci punt, the Bobcats went back to the ground game with Barney, and he turns it upfield, and nobody's going to touch him as he goes 50 yards for the score to put Benson up 35-7. Morenci tried to come back through the air, and Blair floats one high and far looking for Isaiah Nofchesi, but Jimmy LeBlanc makes a great play on the ball and came up with the interception. Blair finished the game going 1 for 5 for 3 yards and 2 interceptions. Benson capitalized on the turnover again, and in the fourth quarter, Villalobos makes one of the best runs of the day as he zigzagged his way 34 yards to put Benson up 42-7. Late in the fourth, sophomore fullback Jace Barney puts the nail in the coffin as he takes it up the gut 25 yards for the TD, and the Benson Bobcats left Lawson Stadium with the impressive 49-7 victory.
We came out a little bit slow in the start, and then we kind of figured out what we had to do, and then we just started rolling. I mean, we ran the ball well, we threw when we wanted to. It was kind of nice to come out and see the kids play really well after that initial quarter.
Was that an intentional onside kick?
No, it wasn't actually intentional. It was actually supposed to go deep, but he screwed it up. So that just happens. But, you know, sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes lucky is better than good.
Barney, you're our player of the game. Congratulations. I think you had, was it 3 touchdowns?
3 touchdowns, yes, sir.
3 touchdowns. You went untouched on one of them. Tell me how you, that long 50-yarder, how did you manage that one?
Well, it's all up to my line. I trust my line a lot. They execute, and I find the hole and hit it.
Have you been playing football your whole life?
Yes, sir.
You're a senior now?
Yep.
What do you want to tell your teammates and everybody else about this win tonight?
Keep going, execute, play hard. Love you guys.
Reporting from Morenci for the Gila Herald, I'm John Johnson.